This is Billie Ruth Hopkins Furuichi on KCIW, 100.7 on your FM dial, right here in beautiful downtown Brookings, where almost every day is a beautiful day, and we can always choose to say yes. Life is indeed very, very good. You may remember that this is a work of pure reinvention of the truth, as Joyce Carol Oates likes to say. So listen to the next episode of Angelita's Adventures in Outer Space. You get to determine how any story relates to you. I recommend that you suspend all disbelief and let's see what happens next. We pick it up here, dear listeners, where Angela is just about to go up to the mountaintop with AEtherious and see for herself if her grandmother's stories and dreams are really true. Well, AEtherious, what on earth is making your hair stand up like that?
What I'm seeking is not of this world, Angela. No, que veo no tiene nada que tratar con este mundo.
Oh, look at that full moon. The way it's shining on Mount Shavano's heart space. Did you ever wonder if those stories and dreams might be true? Let's go find out tonight, AEtherious. Lead the way.
Yeah, your mother will have the cops after us for sure, Angela. Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, you bet I do. Hey, come on, Zirko. Let's go. You can go too. Don't be a wempo-gempo. Oh, Pop, I got an idea. This here'd be fun. Okay, I think let's just morph into another animated sequence, Pop. Yeah, like that, yeah. Now, follow the animation of AEtherious, Angela and Zirko walking through town in the moonlight. Once at Angela's house, she motions for them to keep quiet, shh, as they sneak into the rooms and throw a few things into their makeshift backpacks. Yeah, you got that. Okay, good. They tiptoe out of the house while Wisteria reads the Master and Margarita. Okay, now, Pop, I want you to get a close-up of that book there. Yeah, the cover of that book, Master and Margarita. There, you got it. Yeah, Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. Oh, wait. Wisteria thinks she hears something.
Oh, is that you kids? Well, be sure and brush your teeth before you go to bed.
Very quietly, they sneak out. They go out the back door. And Angela and Zirko and AEtherious, and they walk right up the highway past Swan Lake and out into Highway 291 toward Highway 285, which passes at the foot of Mount Shavano, you know. Then, do me an amazing lap dissolve here. Intersperse an animation of the Master and Margarita while the kids keep walking. Oh, look, that poor Zirko. Oh, he's unable to keep up the pace because of that one short leg of his, you know. Oh, he drops back. He's so dejected, limps back home. He's really bummed out. Oh, how I love this part here. The moon glinted through the upside-down trees. Oh, realizing that she's tumbled over, Margarita sees a rosy glow on the horizon, finds herself alone with the moon above her on her left. Margarita's hair is standing up like a haystack in the moonlight. Oh, I could read this book for centuries. Oh, let's see, where was I? Oh, yes. Seeing 2 rows of infrequent lights below merge into 2 continuous fiery threads and vanish rapidly behind her, Margarita guessed that she was moving with enormous speed and wondered why she was not breathless. After several seconds, a new blaze of electric lights flared up and rolled underfoot, but instantaneously she is spun around like a top and she falls away another few seconds, and the sequence repeats.
Oh, let's morph into another animation sequence. Oh yes, here we go. A bright full midnight moon sheds light through one large flat pink cloud. One shard of light clearly beams down onto Mount Shavano. We slowly close in on 2 animated figures, a huge striped Bengal cat. That's AEtherious down there. AEtherious. And one skinny little 14-year-old Angela with a homemade backpack across her shoulders. They are trekking across the crystallized snow toward the guardian of Shavano's broken heart space. They become more visible as they enter the single beam of moonlight, which transforms into a huge multicolored mothership, a real UFO.
I thought I knew just about everything when I was 14. But after all of Grama Gaw Gaw's stories and dreams about Angelita and Shavano's broken heart, I decided to just go out and find out for myself, once and for all. Anyhow, Mom was obsessing over the Master and Margarita again, so she'd never miss me. I might as well do something I'd always wanted to do. So that night, almost midnight, Zirko and AEtherious and I loaded up backpacks and we headed out of town. We thought we could hitch a ride up to the foot of Mount Shavano, but no cars came along, so we ended up just climbing all the way up there in the moonlight and just to see that broken heart space, close up and personal. Zirko wimped out. Wimpo Gimpo, whatever. Finally, AEtherious and I were at the foot of Mount Shavano. There it was, Mount Shavano's heart space with the full moon shining right down on it. Awesome! Zirko would be so jealous when I told him what he had missed out on. Well, it was early March, so there was just enough snow to see the angel of Shavano with his arms lifted high. I was nearly paralyzed. It was so beautiful. The crack in his heart so clear. But now that I'm older, I finally get it. But then I was just 14 and, well, I decided, well, why not climb up there and for a little adventure? Unaware what was really in store. By the time we got up to his heart space, we could clearly see it was a vast crack in the mountain, a deep gash right there in Shavano's heart space. Grama Gaw Gaw always said that the Zapotec Angelita broken his heart like that and cracked it wide open. Well, just went back to Sinaloa with her family, took flight and left him all alone. But some say she ran away from her folks and went back to find Shavano, but it was already too late, and Shavano had died of a broken heart, fell into that crystalline cave. Still others say Angelita flew into an unknown galaxy and left him so heartbroken that he just fell into the blackness of deep space and finally landed in Crestone as Mount Shavano. Whatever story you want to believe is just fine, but the truth is, you can still see the tears flowing out from that broken heart space every year, right about this time of year in March. Every single year. But it's just a story, of course, but Shavano's tears of snow made our climb pretty dangerous.
Oh, suddenly, Angelita slips and falls and slides a few 100 feet, catches herself on a brick in the wet ice, breathes hard, rolls over, shrimp, about ready to fall. And then we zoom in closer, focusing on the face of AEthhergis, shaking his head, twitching his tail, admonishing her in convoluted Spanish, Russian, and Japanese.
Caray, niña, bakit taringa? Ganbates to nanda.
Oh, my poor butt. Oh, my poor butt. Oh.
What's that, Angela? I thought you gave up on that potty mouth language.
If you would just speak English, maybe I could start communicating with someone other than a stupid cat.
Yeah, my, Angela, that's a bit of a non sequitur. And anyway, cats have never been stupid, aloof perhaps, distant, maybe even picky. But stupid? Stupid? Yeah. We speak and read every language, Angela. Just yesterday I was reading the Master and Margarita, remembering that it was I myself who... Oh, you and my mother... Don't get started on that again, AEthhergis. In a century, I know all about how you and Tsubasa used to fly and twirl and dance on the Agaito red threads across the universe, saving the planet, but spare me. Oh, that's an entirely different story, Angela. I said nothing about dancing on red threads with Tsubasa. Or Angelita, for that matter. That was in one of my other many lives. But yes, it's all true, of course. I have no idea why they keep calling me an alien. In all my years, which are admittedly considerable, and as you have just pointed out, on the distant planet of... can we just get on with this? Was that a rhetorical question? Yeah. Well, maybe.
Oh, dear listeners, as we pan back, we watch their ascent toward the deep crevasse at the heart space of Mount Shavano. Music turns darkly ominous, and they slowly make their way across crystalline snow as we watch in horror as Angela disappears through the deep crevasse at the heart of Mount Shavano. AEthhergis hears her gut-wrenching screams. He, she, it, they skillfully skid behind her, as if dancing to the Suite for Cellos by Popper, teetering at the edge on nimble hind feet, then ungracefully flipping over for a course correction, sinking his claws deep into the ice just in the nick of time. AEthhergis sighs, nearly losing their footing again, yowling in hyperbolic overkill.
Angela, shimpai, I am on it, mi amorcita, ya voy aquí, vengo, estoy aquí, to the rescue. Oh, my poor stars. This is it. It's been nice, God. I've had a good life. I promise to be nicer the next time around. I'm a goner, AEthhergis. I'm sorry about all those nasty things I said about you.
Oh, AEthhergis suddenly stops midair.
Yeah, nasty things? What nasty things, Angela?
Angela hangs on to a stalagmite by one thread of her backpack strap, screaming,
Oh, for God's sake. This is no time for a confessional, AEthhergis. I need saving here.
Pondering the paradoxical, AEthhergis muses.
Se me hace que si fuera sacerdote le diera absolución, but I digress. Hang on, Angela. I'm almost there. Keep praying, just in case.
You're not exactly instilling confidence here, AEthhergis.
Looking down from her precarious perch, Angela closes her eyes and screams, nearly cursing again.
Holy galactic stars! It's a whole long way
way down there. Hurry, hurry, AEthhergis. My backpack strap is an old pair of blue jeans. A really old pair of blue jeans.
Oh, I can hardly stand to watch, dear listeners, but be brave. While we cut to a close-up of Angela's frightened face, and she curses from the back of her throat.
I don't want to fall. I don't want to die. I don't want to.
They do not notice the laser beam light from the mothership of Andra as they tumble through the crystalline cave.
Hang on, Angela. This is my first time in a crystalline cave, I think. Although, I seem to remember being here before. Never mind. Wait, I've got you.
Well, dear listeners, let's go up to my dark matter domain. See those 7 massive malachite pillars holding up a marble arch, emblazoned with luminescent bright gold lettering? And there, just beyond, is the University of Higher Consciousness, where we see Goddess AEtherious' ancient musical library. AEtheria, looking a whole lot like Wisteria, is in rehearsal with her ethereal choir. We can hear their dissonant fugue now. Of course, my divine dark matter domain has many huge crystalline rooms with a main semicircular screening room and a platform seating for my divine entourage. Of course, I sit at the top, holding the remote control, clicking through footage from our last trip throughout the universe. Since I usually can't decide which planets to watch, I usually do a multi-screen montage, overlapping centuries, a practice which drives everyone else crazy, but whatever. Tonight, however, I've decided to focus on the story of Shavano and Angelita. Split screen of both Angela and AEthergis climbing up the mountain, falling into the terrifying crystalline caves. Shavano and Angelita is on the other side of the screen, interspersed with black and white scenes of Margarita flying over the glittering streets of 1930s Moscow. Let's go take a look with my divine entourage. Oh, Lucifer, make some popcorn for us.
Yeah, get someone else to do it, Pop.
Oh, now, Lucifer, please.
Lilith, you go do it.
Please, Lucifer.
What great idea. Lucifer, Lilith, you go do it together. You guys need to start working together, Lilith and Lucifer.
But I'm washing my hair, Mother Sandra. Let Angelita do it.
Ay, caray, porque necesito hacerlo. Mande a Syria. No quiero trabajar con Lucifer. Lucifer no me quiere. Well, not me. I'm still in my rehearsal for the choir.
Oh, for Lord's sake, all of you, stop your eternal bickering. Will someone just make popcorn? I don't care who. Okay, people, let's start this show, and all right here on the left, you see Shavano and Angelita kissing patiently under a huge old apple tree, his long braid tickling her bare shoulder, her long braid woven into red ribbons intertwining with his. Oh, what a lovely couple they make. Jagged lightning strikes at the top of the mountain create a huge crevasse, sending shockwaves through their hearts. The entire Sawatch range shudders and rocks with undulating waves through the 3 highest peaks, sending floods of water down across the valley, whipping the very earth, transforming it into liquid and molten crystals. that pushed upwards and upwards and upwards, forming the Sawatch Range in Colorado, filling it with crystalline caves in the heart of Mount Shavano. And a swift river flooded the valley as it reaches the old apple tree. Shavano and Angelita simply disappear through the newly created crystalline caves as Angelita whispers into his ear in her native Zapotec tongue.
Shalak som which tichili Shavano. Shalak som which tichili Shavano.
They are swept through a deep cave of sharp crystals. In the deepening aquamarine, behind their closed eyes, are galaxies spinning above them, exploding into brilliant, dazzling starbursts. While they had never, ever witnessed a 4th of July fireworks celebration, that's just what they saw, spinning through space. Finally, they landed on the distant planet of AEtherious. Neither heard of galaxies or planets, but Angelita knew instantly where they were. Angelita spends the next several hundred years explaining it to Shavano, who simply keeps shaking his fists in the air as they slog through the sand dunes of the great desert of desolation and fear on the desert side of the planet, until one day, sadly, they step too close to the edge of the eternal abyss, where Shavano is swept into a raging spiral arm, taking him back to Mount Shavano, where he resides to this very day, believing that Angelita abandoned him once again. Now, there, dear listeners, look in the center of your screen. You will see. Forget it. I'm getting too tired of this story. Let's just turn it off.
Oh, Holy Father. Oh, Holy Father. Oh, Father, turn that back on. Ooh, turn it back on.
Ay, por favor, otra vez quiero ver. ¿Qué pasó?
I want to see. Well, hey, Pop, I want to see where Margarita gets. Hey, Pop, I want to see if Margarita gets to the Devil's Ball. I want to see.
Ay, estamos tan
I want to see where Margarita gets.
Ay, Shavano,
Turn that back
he
on.
gave me such passion.
Back on.
Ooh, turn it back on, Pop. Se me hace que Angela parece a mí, ¿no crees?
Yeah, Pop. Yeah, turn it back
Why,
on.
yes, Angelita. In fact, Angela is you. She just doesn't know it yet. Oh.
Ay, Papa, we have to find out if AEtherious is going to save Angela. Take us back to that screen. Por favor, por favor.
In case you've all forgotten, I'm in control. I'll get to all these storybook layers eventually. Just be patient.
Well, Pop, looks to me like you're losing your touch.
Okay, I'll take you back to that little screen. Here we go again. Let's watch. I never lose my touch, Mother Athondra. Watch now as this slow motion scene comes into focus as we segue into Angela and AEthhergis' first trip to AEtherious. Let's take it from there.
Well, Pop, we don't need to see that again. Let's not forget about Angelita's bag of seeds. Remember her bag of seeds? You got to tell that part.
Oh, my stars, Mother, thank you for reminding me. Angelita carried the seeds of all life in a bag hung around her neck on a red thread, for she was the guardian of all life. Corn, wheat, oats, grapes, apples, peaches, nuts, and people too.
Oh, that's right, Pop. That's right. Grama Gaw Gaw's stories are like all those seeds that dropped from Angelita's bag centuries ago. Why, yes, Lilith, that's true. Stories and even thoughts are like seeds. That's how you got such a bad reputation there, Lilith, as I recall. Oh, well, anyway, Angelita's seed bag breaks open, scattering most of those precious seeds as she runs. Maybe Angela's following that same trail of seeds that are leading her to Mount Shavano.
Oh, we better get back to see what happens.
Right. See. Otra vez, Papa. Turn it on. I want to see.
Okay, here's the place where we left off. Okay, AEthhergis is tumbling toward Angela, reaching for her hand.
Meow. Hang on, Angela. This is my first time in a crystalline ice cave. I think. Although I seem to remember being here before. Well, never mind. I've got you, Angela.
Oh, wait, just when they think they're safe, they're swept into a wormhole of sharp crystals. Galaxies spin above them, exploding into dazzling, brilliant starbursts through space, finally landing them kerplunk on the distant planet of AEtherious.
Oh, Pop, my poor orb, I can't even look. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Angela, AEthhergis, be careful.
Yeah, Angela, don't look now, but I think we are on the dark side of AEtherious, specifically in the great desert of desolation and fear, on the desert side of the planet, where Angelita and Shavano found themselves centuries ago. Meow. Oh my poor stars. Oh, now what?
Now what indeed? I have no idea. But I'm sure we'll find out in the next episode. So stay tuned to KCIW 100.7 FM right here in beautiful downtown Brookings. This is Billie Furuichi with my wild tale of AEthhergis the multilingual cat, Angela Perez, Grama Gaw Gaw, and Angelita's adventures in outer space. See you next time. Well, dear listeners, I can't wait for the next episodes. Let's keep trying to sort out all these wild dreams from reality. This is Billie Ruth Hopkins Furuichi with KCIW 100.7 on your FM dial, right here in beautiful downtown Brookings, where every day is an awesome day, and we can always choose to say yes. Life is indeed very, very good. Remember to catch us on podcast at kciw.org/Angelita's Wings. That's ANGELITAS-wings. Until next time.